Don't give up on yourself. Please don't. You can pull it together too. You can pull yourself out.
With the new year comes a lot of talk about New Year's resolutions, and for many that can mean weight loss. My next guest hopes his new documentary, Becoming Not Fat, will inspire a positive change. YouTuber Andrew Coleman Smith is a dear friend and my former co-host on Local Lens Seattle. We actually started that series together, so it feels super special to have a full circle moment and interview him now on this passion project. His fitness journey is 7 years in the making, and his new documentary follows his highs and lows as he loses more than 60 pounds thanks to classes at Orange Theory. He recently shared his story of failure, grief, persistence, and community, and it's impossible not to root for this guy. See what I mean? I know you've been vlogging on YouTube for years, but when did you start actually documenting your fitness journey? And I guess what makes it different following that journey than just like your everyday life?
Well, I started posting, I think, my fitness journey in 2018. And what makes it so different from regular content is that you have to be open to being like super vulnerable, because not only are you showing what you want to work on, but if you're being truly honest, you need to show when you fail and when you maybe eat what you're not supposed to, or you got to get back on the wagon. So it's a lot of that, and it's a lot of being like brutally honest on the internet.
Definitely. And I feel like that's one thing with you. I mean, you're always so authentic, and I think that's why people are drawn to you. And this documentary, I know, is a true labor of love. So why was it so important to you to show this side of yourself and some of the fails, to your point?
I wanted to create something a little more meaningful from like my regular videos. I wanted it to be more long form, and I wanted it to have a couple different messages in it. And the idea was really just, I just want to like inspire somebody and tell them to keep going and don't give up on yourself, because I know what it's like to have done this literally twice. Like I've gone through a fitness journey twice now, and I know what it feels like to start, to restart again and again and again. And it's hard.
I think it's going to inspire so many people. I mean, it definitely inspires me. And you mentioned in your documentary that there is a series of events and eventually some mental health issues. So talk to me about this journey and how, I guess it's not just always the physical that you see, but it can sometimes be, mental health as well.
Yeah, I mean, I started to really focus on my mental health, and I think that's a journey in and of itself. And sometimes I think that if you're really going, depending on what your mental health is, mine needed a lot of attention. So it kind of took me out of the physical changes for a little while, and then compile that with, just everything that happened in the last couple of years. As we all know, it's not been an easy time for anyone. And with the loss of my grandfather and everything started to compile. Everything felt so heavy. And I just got to a point where I knew it couldn't go on any longer like that.
One of my favorite moments in the documentary, which was also such an emotional moment, you said, you hate seeing yourself like this, but you're filming all these moments, even at your lowest and the fails, because even, in the lowest moment of your life, you'll never give up on yourself. So I don't know if you can speak to that, or kind of looking back on that journey and now, how proud you probably are of yourself.
It's crazy. It's like, I'm so proud of myself that I actually did it. But at the same time, I knew I would, like I'm not shocked or surprised that I completed the journey or that I got as far as I am now, because I knew I would. Like that was always like the hope that kept driving me. And I think that that's one thing you have to have when you have like a big weight loss goal, or you want to do a body transformation or a mental transformation, like just having the faith in yourself that you're going to do it. And that's really the only thing that kept me going, was knowing that I was going to do it. And of course, my community that supported me.
I know, talk to me about the community and how I know that's such a big part of why, you kept going, you say in the documentary.
So I call them the Fat Tuesday fam. If you're watching, hello, everybody. They're just everything. They have supported me through every fail, win. And what I think is so special about them is that they celebrated me no matter what. Like they didn't just celebrate the 60-pound weight loss. They celebrated the 1-pound weight loss, or just the fact that I got to the gym one time that week after being down for a couple weeks. And I think having a community of people is really like the secret sauce. What I would tell people starting a journey is that it's not linear. The journey never stops. It's from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. So you're going to fail. You're going to slow down. You're going to have wins and you're going to have losses. And I think just knowing that and being okay with that, but also having that hope inside of you that you are going to do it one of these days. Like you will follow through.
So inspiring. And is there anything you would say to, Andrew from 7 years ago, or the Andrew that had to, start again, like you said? Is there anything that you would want to say to that person?
The main thing would be to appreciate the progress as you're going. With self-love and confidence, it does not come packaged with the scale, like the lower number on the scale. Like you have to work on that in tandem, or your mind is never going to be caught up to the changes that you're making. So I would tell myself to appreciate every little bit of progress that you're having, and don't be so hard on yourself, because you will look back and wish that you celebrated yourself a lot more.
Well, Andrew, I love you so much, like a brother, and I'm so proud of you. And
Are
this
you kidding?
documentary...
I'm so proud of you. Like I'm on one of my best friend's talk shows right now. Like I'm on cloud 9 for you.
Love him. You can watch the full 45-minute documentary on Andrew's YouTube channel.